trans activist has gone viral for injecting his weekly hormone shot in front of the Florida Board of Medicine and the Florida Board of Osteopathic Medicine while testifying against a ban on gender-affirming care for youth. 25-year-old Lindsey Spero told the board that for months, trans people have stood before the board and put their hearts on full display and vulnerably pleaded with the board to listen to their stories. But the board does not care. Spero told Buzzfeed News he was forced to undergo conversion therapy as a kid and was kicked out of his home at 18 due to his gender identity. He decided to do the injection in front of the board after speaking with queer elders. He knew it was time decision makers actually saw what gender-affirming care looks like. Watch this.
Instead, I'm going to take the rest of my time to demonstrate the sacred and weekly ritual of my shot in front of you in this body. My medication is life-saving. I will use HRT for the rest of my life. Your denial of my need for this medication doesn't make my existence as a trans person any less real. I will be giving myself my subcutaneous shot in my stomach. If you have a needle phobia, please look away.
Wow, you're my hero. Trans activist injects testosterone in front of board. What are we all talking about? Extreme, wow, right?
But that's how you have to be. It's extreme, but it's so simple. It's like, how has that affected my world, my straight hetero kind of whatever?
It hasn't.
It hasn't.
At all. You can still go home to your wife and kids. Like, you can still be hetero and breeding and all that, and it won't even affect you. But it's life or death for that man.
Can you imagine? Like it's their identity, and like they're just trying to be who they are.
And imagine someone that maybe just started maybe last year.
Or doesn't have the ability. Can you imagine being in like a third world country or being in that doesn't even have the concept of the freedom to do something like that.
Yeah.
And this guy,
hey, but we have it here.
Yeah.
And we've got people, then we have a governor, because understand that the board understands gender-affirming care and does not say that it's wrong or bad or anything, okay? There's more science to be checked out. There's more things to learn and know, but they're not saying no. It's our governors. It's the government that's making it, that it's going to make it not available for folks that need it. I've never heard, those are not words that I would think of when I would think of Ron DeSantis.
No.
He's hilarious.
No, he's hilarious because he's so desperately trying to get national attention for his presidential run, quote unquote. I'm not running, maybe I am, I don't know. But it is like we are doing all of this BS kind of like it's just like, you know, you ruffle feathers, but that's the only way you're going to get national attention. So when you talk about stuff like this, and when you talk about like, you know, AP classes, or you talk about, this is what he wants to talk about so that everybody in the country can hear about how crazy he is or how he makes sense, you know. So that's the only way he's going to get the national platform, you know, publicity platform.
And who gets the worst part of it?
All of us, like the rest of us,
especially queer children
who can't get the care that they need, you know.
I mean, you know, I have heard and have read about parents that are just literally picking up their kids and leaving.
Yeah.
Because they just refuse.
Forget it.
The love of their children and their children being who they are authentically and free to do so is more important than them living here in Florida. And Spero, we applaud you, okay? It takes acts like that to show people. I mean,
that's going to change the world.
He did it in a second. It really took nothing. It's just so sad.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.